International press photographers representing
far corners of the world. And they are seeing a tremendous fight back by a great champion, the 33-year-old Chris Evert, who was trailing a set from 5-1 just minutes ago and is now within a game of levelling the second set, having lost the first 6-1. Graf a little shaken in the last game.
Well, these early points are the key here for Evert.
Love.
It's a real testing rally, that one. Steffi mixing pace up on the backhand, slicing it and hitting over it.
And she's serving with new balls this game, so that should help her power. And also, I don't think Chris really favours these balls as much as some others.
And there's a real sign of nerves. That second serve probably went over the service line by nearly 2 metres. There are the double faults, 3 apiece.
Right on the line, I think.
Real tension, real tension.
30-15.
Linesman actually signalled out but called in, and Steffi Graf got very upset with the crowd when they started to boo the call.
Well, the crowd thinking that the ball was long. They're just willing every point to go to Chris's way to see if she can get back into this match.
All.
And she's pretty close to getting back into it.
And Steffi Graf really gripped with tension.
30-40.
Just trying to nurse this victory home.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
Leveled the second set at 5-all. A tremendous comeback. Boyfriend Andy Mill, he's looking happier.
5 games all.
Well, you could never ever count Chris Evert out at 6-1, 5-1 down, and she really was playing by her standards very poorly. And I think at that point she decided that she really was going to give it a tremendous last-ditch effort, and aided with a little bit of tension from her opponent, she's levelled the match.
Love.
It's Peter Graf, the father, on the right, and Pavel Slozil, coach, on the left.
All.
missed it.
Steffi has gone
30-15.
just a towel down.
John, I think she'd really have to be feeling the pressure because nearly all of this tremendous
Quiet,
crowd
please.
here
Thank you.
is behind her opponent. Now, that's a lot for an 18-year-old to cope with, even though she is the #1 in the world. She's probably not used to this.
She's looking very, very upset.
40-15.
Steffi thinking that ball was a let.
And she's quite visibly upset at this moment.
Game Evert.
Has temporarily blown it, and Chris Evert now leads 6-5 in the second set.
Evert leads 6-5, second set. First set, Graf. Time.
And that's the view from the Regent Hotel with the roof closed. Play going on indoors. The first time in a Grand Slam final. And this has really become a match. Graf led 6-1 and 5-1 looked to be unbeatable. Evert has clawed her way back.
So the first point, the vital point to Steffi.
15 love.
Chris having fought back from 5-1. She really wants to win this game.
Wait, please.
Fantastic play from Chris.
That's a British understatement.
15 all.
Chris again coming into the net, not doing too much with the volley, just waiting for the setup, reaching up well for that smash. And Steffi unable to get that first serve in this game.
30-15.
Steffi now really fighting in this game to take it into a tie-break.
All.
They're one of the rare errors we've seen from Chris in the last few games.
The backhand of Steffi's wasn't quite off the centre of the racket either. A lot of tension down there right now.
Game Graf. 6 games all, second set, tie break.
Steffi again just running to
Evert to serve.
the chair for a towel. She's really been working very hard in these last few games. So it's Chris to serve the first point.
First service.
And both players unhappy with that call.
1-0 Graf.
Chris rarely one to question a call, and Steffi angry because it wasn't made quick enough.
Little tension down there on court at the moment. So important, these first few points.
First service. Two zero Graf.
Chris just looks a little disappointed, I think, still over that close call that went against her in the opening point of this tie break.
Very nervous forehand there from Steffi, not really moving up to the ball. Very difficult for both players.
Two all.
what Steffi's going to have to try and do.
3-2 Graf.
Run round and try and get the ball on her forehand. So the backhand's looking a little bit shaky. Again.
To Graf.
Chris coming into the net in this point, but not really doing enough on this volley. It's quite a high volley. Didn't put it away and gave Steffi the chance to pass down the line. So
well, she should have done anything there, Sue, shouldn't she? But give her a forehand.
Yes, especially after the last shot.
Yes.
It's just what Steffi needed to get her confidence back.
Again,
5-2
up
Graf.
against it.
Steffi being saved in this tie break by her forehand. Really has.
Five, 3 Graf.
And Chrissy half coming to the net then.
6-3 Graf.
Really in two minds, but stuck with the ball at her feet.
And Chris in that last rally really testing the backhand of Steffi Graf, setting up the chance.
We now have 3 match points for Steffi Graf.
Well, she's regained her composure quite well after dropping all those games with the crowd really in favour of Chris.
Game, set, a match, Graf.
Coach Pavel Stossel, number 18 years of age, the Australian Open champion from West Germany, Steffi Graf, having beaten one of the great players in the history of women's tennis, Chris
Steffi
Evert.
Graf wins 2 sets to love, 6-1, 7-6.
Tremendous ovation for the young West German teenager. She may not have been the crowd's favourite, but few are against Chrissy Evert. And she's coming across here towards her father and coach. Something like what Pat Cash may have done. There he is, the proud papa. He will make his way downstairs where he can really congratulate his daughter. Here are the statistics of the match. Evert doing far better on the first serves into play, but Graf winning the great majority of points when she got the first serve in. 3 aces to Graf, none to Evert. Forehand winners, 10 in favour of Graf, only 2 for Evert. Backhand winners, Evert having the slight advantage. Unforced errors, again Evert not doing as well as she normally does. We will return shortly.